But each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop before I begin.
Oh, yes.
That's good. Hello and welcome to Eurofurence 20. All those wonderful memories. I'm feeling really nostalgic now. And I think this is the longest version of that song I've ever heard. So, my badge. Oh yes, of course, yes. We are all supposed to wear our badge. So I've got my badge. Just you wait, just a second. Yes? Oh. I suddenly feel so heavy now. Yes, and there's a lot of good memories and bad memories and horrible memories, but mostly good memories associated with most of these. And yes, first thing I've got to say, you guys have completely overrun us. When we made the contracts for this hotel, we were planning with that usual curve. You know, we always, every year, we make that presentation that has like that graph, that little curve that shows us how many people are registered, and we are making an extrapolation based on how it's going. Well, you didn't play along with our statistics. You made a jump from 1,400 registrations last year in the Maritime Hotel to over 2,000 paid registrations this year. And yes, I know what Kage is going to say. He's, oh, you have all the space you need. How could you possibly? Yes, I know, I got it. Thank you. So yes, I must apologize for a few inconveniences that come from the sheer amount of you people coming here. For example, that we didn't really expect to fill this room the way we did. I think the security chief of the S12 is sitting right there holding his eyes like, I'm not seeing this, I'm not seeing this, I'm not telling the fire department what's going on here. And yes, we know this room is technically too small. We have to live with it. So I'm very, very sorry for the people in the back rows who have to probably squat down to see the screens. We're trying to work something out until tomorrow and see if we can some extra screens and stuff set up out there. Otherwise, if you for some reason come to an event you can't make it in, we have BBF TV on channel 130, and there will be live broadcasts of all the stage events, so you don't have to miss out. Otherwise, I'm sorry if there are holds up or queues. It seems we're doing too good of a job. Yes. At first, the very first thing I would actually like to do is bring our nice hosts here on stage from the Astral Hotel who are hosting our crazy event for the first time. And I would like to call on stage Mrs. Jakob, the manager, the director of the Astral Hotel, and her crew.
Hello, and I would like to stress a very warm welcome to all of you. We are very happy to have you here for the first time at the Astral, hopefully not for the last time. Yeah, we have altogether we had already 20,000 events here at the Astral, because the Astral is 20 years old now, but I think this one is the most craziest of all. little bit jealous because of the costumes I've already seen, and we have to wear all these normal suits. But I promise you, next time it will be different. Yeah, and we have not only 1,125 rooms, we have also a very nice festival center, and we play our famous ABBA show. And we would like to recommend our ABBA show because we know you are party animals. So you will receive a special price of only 20 euro, and you can see our ABBA show every night, starts 8:30. And after the ABBA show, you can have your own party. I think then it's a warm-up, something like that. So if you go... If you go to the ticket counter, which is in the lobby, then you will receive this special prize, but you don't need to wear your costume if it's too hot when you are dancing in our ABBA show. So, but now I would like to introduce our team. I would like to start with the most important lady, which is Linda, because she knows all about your event. She has everything in mind. And she is assisted by Mrs. Domke. She's our event coordinator. So next to Linda, it's Mr. Dupont. He is from the front office. If you have any concern about your room, you can contact him. Bridget Ebner, she's our housekeeping manager. Yeah, and then also very important, because he's behind the bar, it's Mr. Franke, our chef of the bar. If you are hungry, you don't have to worry, because Mr. Dietrichs, he will take care of. He's our chef. Veli Shakatai, he's responsible for all the restaurants and for the service, for all the waiters. And we all will see that you have a very nice stay here. Yeah, we love to have you here. Have a nice week. Thank you.
Big thank you from me as well and from everybody else. And good luck. Okay, at this point I would like to call at least some of the most important of our directors, of our own directors on stage here. And please come to the stage, my vice chairman, Night Fox. Where is he? Don't hide, there he is! Everything okay? Okay. Then next up, our accountant, Löwy. Then next up, our Director of Operations, Darkwing. Darkwing, where are you? Over here, they've all been hiding in the dark, because I can barely see anything here. Okay, next up, our art show director, Kyrin. Then, who was sitting here? Oh yes, of course, our... Yes, it's Alpha Key, our dealer stand manager. And then there is Mystifer, our fursuit support manager. And then last but absolutely not least, Pinky, manager of the charity team, of the guest of honor team, and supplier of cheat sheets for opening ceremonies. All right, I'm going to... Yes, most important person. I saw him busy just a minute ago, so I was taking him last. Dari, our manager of security. Where is he? Over there! saw you by the door just 5 minutes ago. Where have you been? All right. Excellent. Let's see if this works. I was so waiting for that to happen. We sound checked everything and it worked perfectly. And the moment actually someone sits here. All right. Pinky. Okay, so should I announce the guests first, or are we going through the line first?
Whatever.
I am just going to announce the guests because you all want to know who they are. Pretty sure? Yeah. So much for our plan and our German efficiency. Yeah. I need to shut that down here, I know. All right. Did I mention that I did not get much sleep, that I did not get any breakfast, and my brain is just going, Okay, we have a wonderful group of special guests this year. For reasons I can't disclose here, we somehow ended up with a whole row of them instead of just one. We are very, very happy that they all could make it. And I'm going to start from the top of my list. And I would like to say welcome to Sergio and Imuhata. Could you please come on stage? Hello and welcome to the Unfortunately, Sadion doesn't speak English very well, so he's coming with his own translator, who's trying to make sense of what I'm saying. And he is a wonderful stage and fursuit performer, and he's going to have a show on Thursday, and I do have the time. It's Thursday at 5:30. There's going to be a performance on this stage involving juggling, acrobatics. It's going to be breathtaking. So give him a big round of applause. Thank you so much for making a long way. We are very honored to have you here.
He's saying that it was always his huge dream to come to Eurofurence, and finally it's coming to true. So he's very thrilled to say hi to you.
Thank you very much. Okay, next up on my list, yes. A lot of people are going to know this person. At least a lot of you will know what this person does. Can I please have Kyle Gold up here? Kyle, come up here. In case you don't know, he is probably one of the most popular authors of the furry fandom right now. So, and I don't need a translator for you.
I hope not. It's a real pleasure and an honor to be back here at Eurofurence. We were here sadly 6 years ago. We always meant it to be sooner, and it's a real honor to come back and help entertain your guests with your wonderful staff. This is always one of our favorite cons, so thank you for inviting us back.
You're very welcome. And I've had a look at the schedule, and Kyle is running like a metric furry-ton of events. So have a look at the schedule, and you can learn a lot about stories, writing. There will be a reading. There's lots of stuff and lots of opportunities to meet Kyle. Next up, well, these next two guests are I dare say a favorite of mine, actually, because of the significance they have for the furry culture. Not many of you were probably around this time here, which is 18 years ago. Back then, the most popular media in the furry fandom before the internet were black and white comic books. This is in the USA. There was a rather active, independent black and white comic scene. And at the end of the 90s, when the internet became more popular and the whole structure of the comic industry changed, this whole black and white comic market basically ceased to exist in a couple of years. And the same happened within the furry fandom. In the early furry fandom, there was a pretty active small press movement, and they were like publishing fanzines or APAs and stuff we don't even know anymore today. And with the advent of the internet, the whole tradition of printed stuff in the furry fandom kind of ground to a halt. It stopped being a printed fandom and it started to be about forums and stuff like that. There's two people who actually picked up the ball and I dare say became one of the most prolific and most successful and also most of the best furry publishing company. And that's Brian Alopex from Sofa Wolf Press. Would you please come up here? It's an honor to have you guys here.
Thank you all for inviting us. This is a wonderful con. Like Kyle, we were here last in 2008 in Seoul, and we've already been here since Saturday enjoying the great city of Berlin, and thank you to all of the staff for hosting us, and please come to our talks. We won't be as entertaining as Kyle or our other guests, but we'll try to make it at least educational.
And they've been around forever. Thank you so much for coming. It's a pleasure. Yes, and then finally we have Hugo Award-winning artist, Ursula Vernon. Did I mention I always wanted to say that on the stage? Yes, yes, yes. So, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Oh, thank you guys so much for having me. This is my first time in Berlin, and I am thrilled to be here. There are a lot of you, although because of these stage lights I can't actually see most of you, but I will hope I will get to meet a statistically significant portion of you over the course of the con. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm really looking forward to it. The funny thing is, she's been mostly known for two very popular things. First is her comic Digger. The other thing is the Lolwood Pear. If you know that meme, I think it was around for, I think, a couple of years. Google it. That's her art. All right. I'm up to the point where I actually have to check that I didn't forget any guests. I absolutely should get something to eat at some point during this day. So otherwise, this is not going to end pretty. All right. The next point on my cheat sheet says things to mention. Okay. Pinky starts. Press the button and see what happens.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. So
Don't get too close.
Okay.
It will eat you.
Now I'm a little bit scared, and I already don't like technical stuff. We have discussed it at great length, and we have agreed that we need a plural term for many guests of honor, and that plural term is a gaggle. We have a gaggle of guests this year, so come to the room Paris and meet the gaggle of guests. It's kind of like a flock. Anyway, besides hosting our lovely guest of honor with my team, I also host a charity and all the charity things. And before I say too much about the charity, I will only give you their name. Their name is Stiftung Fledermaus. And then we have a little video to roll.
Hello, my name is Sky. Some of you might still remember me from a few years ago. For those who don't, I am an inhabitant of the shadow world, and I would like to ask for your help. My dear relatives, especially the lesser horseshoe bat, are endangered in your world due to several circumstances where the main threats are posed by humans. Every year, bats lose more and more of their natural hunting grounds and wintering areas by large-scale reformings of natural landscapes. Their habitat becomes smaller every day, resulting in a decline of the bat population. The foundation Stiftung Fledermaus is the only organization in Germany that specializes in the protection of bats. They are currently focusing on research, protection of natural habitats, public relations, as well as creating a community of people that dedicates itself to the protection of bats. Therefore, the Eurofurence charity decided to support this organization this year, hoping to collect a lot of donations to help Stiftung Fledermaus realize their projects. There will be a lot of fun activities going on throughout the convention, such as a charity concert, a lottery booth offering lots of awesome prizes, a charity art auction and even more, giving you the opportunity to help by donating. Please have a look at the charity flyers and the conbook for more information. Help Bats, help Stiftung Fledermaus.
Thank you so much to Ice Fuchs for helping us with that video. That's right, all European bats are actually threatened with extinction. So we thought we wanted to do something about that and help threatened species. There's many ways you can help. For example, the charity themselves will be here. They're arriving tonight at 9. And they will have their booth where registration is on the corner. You can go there, please go there and say hi to them and tell them they're doing a great job. They're doing this unpaid as volunteers. Also, we have, again this year, our very popular lottery booth. You may have seen it in the lobby. It is decorated as a bat cave. I think that's the first year that we've gone crazy all out on the decorations. You should see it at night where we have the shades of bats on the back curtain and everything. It looks spectacular. So you can go there and you can buy lottery tickets. And they are €1 each. And we also have, since it's bats now, we have a big brush there. And we have a bat fursuiter sometimes. So if you really, really want, you can go brushy on the bat. For those of you that know the meme. It costs €1 and it goes totally to charity. We also have something new this year. We have a charity treasure hunt. You should read the conbook, especially on page 18. And there's instructions for you there. And you can hand in your sheet at the lottery booth. And later on in the convention, we will draw a prize. We have, again, by popular request, return of the charity concert as well. It will feature the wonderful, lovely, talented Mr. Foxamore. Due to popular request, we have also managed to get the beautiful, charming Amadia to return and sing for you once more. And also, another returning guest of honor, Amadia has been guest of honor here as well. We hope to have Alexander J. Adams here as well. He actually gets on the right flight here. Oh yes, after the concert we will be selling the concert posters that are, again this year, designed by the very talented Pan. They cost €5 and you can have them signed by all the performers. That costs €10. It all goes to charity. We have something else that's new this year. We're very excited about that. We have a poker tournament, a charity poker tournament. For those of you that want to participate or want to know more, you can go to the how-to session on Thursday from 19 to 20, so that's 7 to 8 in panel room 6. And it goes on for several days until Saturday when we'll have the grand final battle to the death for the honor, and some prizes. And we won't reveal what the prizes are right now, but they're very nice. We have the donation boxes, and we have our 2 official charity fursuit collectors going around. Baseball the Bat, I love that name, and Titash. So if you see them, please give them a little bit of your spare change. And then we have the charity auction, of course, and the wonderful loudmouth cockroach sitting in the lab coat down there has been involuntarily volunteered to host that yet again. So please come and pay so much to make him cry. Oh yes, we also have one final thing for you. This is kind of last minute that we actually managed to make this happen. The charity got in touch with a local person who handles bats, and he will come here only twice during the convention, bringing the cutest little baby bat. His name is Baldwin, Baldwin the bat, and he's very hungry and he likes to get fed. So this is a special thing. It's a wild animal, so we can't have many people there. They will allow a maximum of 30 people per feeding session, and there's only 2 feeding sessions. One is on Thursday at 6, the other one is on Friday at 7. It's 30 people max per event. We're selling tickets in the lottery booth. They cost €3 each. We will be selling them from tomorrow onwards. And a little word of advice: be fast. They're going very fast. Also, that advice goes for the charity concert tickets. We will be selling them later on today when the booth opens, and they usually go quite fast, and it's a very special experience, so you have to go there fast to get them. That's all for us.
I've got the button again. I like this. This makes me feel much more official, actually. I could get used to this. So, dear members of the board, who's next? I would say you. Or you.
Okay, how do you like the new hotel? Well, last year my biggest concern was fursuiters jumping into the hotel pool. Luckily we don't have one anymore. If you have any questions regarding the hotel, you can go to the reception every time or just find me. We will try to solve all our problems. Please bear with the hotel staff. It's really, really new to them and they are still overwhelmed. But if you have anything we can solve or fix for you, just approach us first before complaining. I think we can do everything. You should also take a look at the beer garden right across the street. It's a really nice area and we will have the campfire back. And don't forget the Motor First meet on Saturday at 1 o'clock. Thank you so much.
All right, how about a little report from registration?
It works. I don't have that much to say this time because you already told them. In fact, by now we have 2,071 attending persons. Out of 2,244 registrations. And from this, over 2,000 registrations, already 1,750 persons are here. I hope you liked our small changes to the registration process on site. I think everything went a little bit smooth than last year's. No queues and not that much searching processes behind the desks. So, yes, that's basically all I have to say.
We are going to continue in strictly random order. And I would like to introduce everybody to our new Director of Operations, that is Darkwing, who essentially rebooted the operations department from Space Before.
Yes, hello everybody. I am the new Director of ConOp this year. And it's a new hotel, and I have a new team, and it's a new director, and everything is new and new and new. But it went very well. I hope you always, everybody from you find the main stage. Yes, I think so. So my way signs are working. And like Nightfox already said, if you have any questions regarding the panels or the events here, or if you have any problems with the security or the staff from the hotel can't help you, you can come to our ConOps office, of course. We will try to help you. We will be very busy, but we will always have a free time for you anytime. You can find us, our accounts room, if you go from here to the registration on the left side, there may be a way sign who will direct you to the ConOps office. We are daily open until 10 in the morning to 10 in the evening. And yes, that's for the
Thank you. Okay, next up, Kyron, Archo. How are things going?
Step 1, press the button. Okay, I'm trying to keep it short. We do have a few changes to the art show this year. I know that with 2070 what people? One. People, you are afraid of missing out because we don't have enough art for all of you, but we actually built 20 more panels for this year for your perusal. We also have some extra tables set up. If you have looked into the con book, please read the con book. Do it once before the con. Then you will see that the art show is located behind the dealer stand. This has one little consequence. We do have a super sponsor special opening to straighten out the excess issues. To make good for all of you, we also are opening on Thursday until 8 p.m. 2000. That is some extra opening time outside of the normal schedule that we had last year. That's probably most of the changes this year. I think Friday is the same, yes. For all of you who have not been here for the art show yet, you will have to register separately for bidding on art. Bidding on art is done by putting little stickers with your bidding sum. You will receive that bid stickers with your registration. Whatever art receives 12 bids will go to the voice auction on Saturday. I guess that's all for you to know right now. Have fun at the art show. Thank you.
Okay, back to my right side, Mustafa, and our first supporter.
Test? No feedback, yay! Firstly, my excuses to everyone who tried to call me in the last days. I was incredibly busy running this new, everything's new place and building stuff, whatever. What could I say, possibly? I'd ask everyone, look to the person to your right. If you're not the fursuiter, chances are he or she is one. Because we have almost 1,000 fursuiters. With 2,000 attendees, that's nearly 50%. That's quite a quota. Last year, with only about half of them, we drew in Magdeburg an estimate of 6,000 spectators that came from all over Germany and Europe just to watch the Fursuit parade. So we had to cut down a little this year. We'll keep the parade mostly to the hotel premises. It will be tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. I will put up some posters all around the hotel so you can see the route. Due to the layout of the hotel, it isn't wheelchair friendly, but we have sections mainly in front of the hotel where that is possible. So if you can use stairs, walking downstairs, please refer to the poster for the route. Yeah, if you're a fursuiter, in the back of the stage area we have an exclusive entrance for you, so you don't have to walk through the mouse maze to get back into the fursuit lounge if you're going from the dance. This is not meant to bypass the lanes. We will have security waiting there, catching you if you try to jump the lane. This is not going to work. Yeah, I gotta keep myself short. I've got killed 3 times in the last years.
Did I mention this has a cancel button?
Not this year. This is even worse as last year when somebody got me a concussion.
I really like this thing.
Yes, thank you.
This will help us keep our timetable.
Yeah. So, to keep things short, trying to improve every year, we did two new things to the Fursuit Lounge. One being we now have a 1,000 square foot terrace patio just behind the Fursuit Lounge that is exclusive to everyone who is a suitor, which is not so exclusive anymore. Secondly, when we did the load test on the new blowers that we brought here, which are the equivalent, as Cheetah says, to a fursuiter's campfire, because 6 people gather in front of one fan, we found out there is even a season for fake trees. The leaves began to fall when we turned up the blowers. So, enjoy the convention. This is what I have to say.
Back to my left side. Alpha Key. How's the leaders then going?
Yeah, it works. It works. Yeah, new place, new hotel, new big room. Luckily, we can say we have one large room now to fit everyone in. Luckily, unluckily, it's still a bit too small for all the applicants we got. So yeah, hopefully next year maybe we can get enough and a little bit extra space, maybe. Okay. Worth a try.
Did I mention they are building a second convention center across the road, which will be ready in 3 years, including like a new skyrise building with I think 55 floors and like an extra 900 rooms.
How many floors can I get for the leader center?
First 10. I think that'll do.
Yeah, I just can say come by, have a look, talk to the people, the artists are sitting there waiting. Also, most of our guests of honors will be there when they have time for being there. And yeah, I wish you a lot of fun and meeting the people face to face. You probably know the art just from the internet.
Okay, next up, our head of security, Dari.
Head of security because there's a second one. Now, I'm called the chief, but that's only entirely true because my long-eared friend Gurpas, sitting over there, the guy with the snow white hair, is actually my right hand, my left hand, and the person behind me. And together with him and our 40 people team,
Is that what you guys are doing in that secret room?
I'm going to tell his wife. Now, together with him and a team of about 40 volunteers and 8 paramedics, we are here 24/7 around the convention to help you, to keep you safe, and to make sure that you find your way around the hotel. So together with ConOps, we're here just for you. If you need security, if you have any issue, if you lost something, look out for the logos that you see on the screens out there. That is the official logo for our team, nothing else. Also, on each of us, you will find those little nifty flags down here. Those flags tell you what languages the person can speak. So, no trying to talk Chinese when this person is German anymore. Yeah. Then again, we do have a new service for you because we know the distance between the convention center, therefore Dietersten, and the rooms is pretty long. So we thought you might enjoy a place where you can store your stuff, your private property during your stay in the Dietersten and the art show. And for that, we offer you a free locker service this year, right over in the convention center at your convenience. Please. The locker service will be open every day from 10 minutes before the Dietersten open until half an hour after the last part of Dietersten or Archer has been closed down. Please pick up your stuff by that time. Okay, we have a little request from the hotel. The problem is your rooms have wall sockets, and those wall sockets are rated really, really low. They are meant for stuff like notebook chargers or the like. So a lot of you have stuff like freezing coolers or fans on the rooms. These devices will cause problems in the power grid of the hotel. We are not allowed to run them in the hotel rooms, so please take them out, place them somewhere, don't use them in your rooms, and especially don't use stuff like kettle or any heating devices in your room.
Or cotton candy machines.
We know who you are. Three short things, also requests from the hotel. We have the unfortunate thing to witness people, only 5 or 6 of you, jumping in the elevators until they break as a piece of fun. This is not fun, and the hotel wants us to know that if they catch you, and they will catch you, they will charge you. Please, please be careful with hotel equipment. Do not break anything on purpose. That really is not nice to our hosts. Also, it's not really nice of very, very few people to bring their private beverages right into the hotel lobby, drink them right in front of the bar staff. Please be considerate about that stuff. If you have private beverages, if you have to, take them to your room, drink them there, but please keep them out of the lobby. And no, right in front of the entrance is not out of sight. Also, yes, due to the theme, some of you have really, really awesome costumes as policemen. However, the hotel security asks us not to carry around handcuffs. None of us, so please keep them in your room. We know a few of you have them with them. Yeah. As Cheetah and Nightfox mentioned, we do have the campfire back after all those years. So even though our security is pretty overstrained already with all the people here, we have found the time to light the campfire every evening from 8 o'clock till at least 1 o'clock. We try to make it longer if possible. If we don't have the personnel, please not be sad if we have to extinguish the fire after 1 o'clock. And also, obviously, I don't need to tell you to stay away from the fire.
And of course it will depend on the weather a little bit, because the weather is sadly a little bit unstable.
So yeah, but I have to say the beer garden, you should really check it out. If the weather is nice, it's really worth going there, especially in the evening. They're putting up like torches and everything. It's really nice and romantic. There are drinks there, there's party there, we're going to have the fire. We were planning to have a barbecue tonight. Unfortunately, the weather doesn't really want us to do that. It's a little bit too windy outside and it has a little bit of a drizzle sometimes. So unfortunately, the barbecue that was planned at 6 p.m. has to be cancelled. Instead, since we have a really big pile of meat left over, there's going to be a barbecue special at the Estrellstuben restaurant. So there will be like a barbecue plate for I think €9. It's going to be cheap, and we need to get rid of that meat. And I know we have a lot of carnivores out here, so. I'm pretty sure we can solve that problem. Oh, it's nice. Someone gave me a cupcake. That's cute.
That's a beautiful cupcake. Interesting. Last two things. I'll make it quick, I promise. I know some of you are here for the first time. Some of you might be at a party that big for the first time. I know drinking is a lot of fun, but please don't overdo it. Know your limits. If you get naked to the point where we have to actually drag you back to your room, we're going to have to talk. Seriously, please know your limit. And last but not least, for the new ones of you, we do have the tradition of the first Furrycon panel, one by Gerplast, Uncle Kagi, and myself. This will be on Thursday at 12 o'clock in the room Paris. It's highly recommended if it's your first convention, just to help you. Again, we're here to help you. We're staying up all night so you can party on. Hello and welcome.
And I'm being told not to eat the microphone again. I'm hungry. I like meat. One thing I forgot to mention.
Oh, never mind.
No, I like meat. I want my meat. Is tonight we are going to have the first guest of honor event, which is very appropriately called Meet the Guests of Honor. That's MEET. And it takes place at 7 o'clock in room Paris. And somebody just dropped a very big earring. I'm guessing one of the drags. Anyway, so in room Paris from 7 until 8:30. Thank you.
Yes, okay. Someone gave me a little note that says that information for the Rise music video will be posted later today in front of the Fursuit Lounge. I have no idea what it means, but I'm telling you, so now you know. Yes, does any of the directors have any more official announcements to make? Because then I have one final thing that I would like to announce. Things to mention? Which of the gazillion pages I got here? Oh, yeah, that one. Okay. All right. Good. It says, the Fursuit Game Show is doing the charity run again. The preliminaries on the Thursday. Is it?
Sorry, I wrote that very quickly.
On Thursday, include the players collecting for charity. They have the official EF sticker on the collection box and are only active on Thursday between 12 and 1500. The Fursuit group photo and convention group photo. The final location is TBD, to be decided. Okay. On site, due to the high number of attendees, check with Atkelar before the ceremony. Before the ceremony? Before which ceremony? We're already in the middle of the ceremony. Current plans.
I repeat, I was very, very drunk when I wrote that. That's what I said last time, right?
Current plans are the Fursuit photo in the 8th room. In the 8th room lobby, and the con photo on the parking ground in front of the hotel. First Shoot Photo Shoot is a new team and using a different sign-up process this year to give more people a fighting chance for a time slot. Check the con book for details. Yes, and I think that's pretty much it, isn't it? Is there more to mention? Did I miss any more of... Okay. Yeah, all right, okay. Heads up, I'm going to change to the other microphone again. Okay, now something that is not directly connected with the convention, but somehow it is. 10 years ago, we did have a very, very nice guest of honor. It was exactly... where is it? I'm getting lost on my own coat. Yeah, this one. At Eurofurence 10, we had a very, very nice guest of honor by the name of Timothy Albee. And he came to us to present his movie that he made, all on his own, just one person. And that movie was Kaze Ghost Warrior. And that's 10 years ago. And 10 years later, which is, I dare say, a different lifetime. You know, this nice soul is still with us. And I would like to get her on stage and make an announcement. Please welcome Emily Albee. Amadia.
Amazing and wonderful to see how much Eurofurence has grown. I mean, when we were there at Olpa, it was how many? 300 and...
In Olpa, yeah, definitely less than 300. Basically the front row.
Oh, it's great to see the support and to see just, I mean, the caliber of the artists and the performances and everything else. It's beautiful. When I did Kaze as a single person show, it was only for the fact to show that it could be done. You know, a lot of people said, oh, it's not possible. And I said, well, fine, if no one else is going to do it, I guess I'll give it a shot. It worked, and then I went on to other things. But the Kaze storyline has always been in the back of my mind, always in my heart. And it's branched off into two areas. One of them, I'm handling a volunteer group of people putting on illustrated radio dramas that tells Kaze's history. And a company called Declaration Pictures, which is a corporation based out of Las Vegas, has signed the rights to do the Kaze Ghost Warrior as an animated series, and a little bit more. But before I tell you that, they gave us a little something, they whipped up a little something for us to share the really big news. But before I do that, I've got to, are you guys ready for, you know, a little bit of audience participation? Yeah? Okay, so we're going to run this video, and when we do, there's a little bit of really, really, really cool news that I couldn't say at AntherCon. And when that news happens, you'll know when you see it. I would love for you guys to shout, Kaze, 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 and we're going to have a cameraman point at you, and we're going to send this back to Declaration Pictures to show them how much interest there is in an anthropomorphic story about a tiger samurai in a world where there's anthropomorphic pretty much everything's. And they're going to use this to try to make sure that the series gets as good a chance of getting on television and other places like that it can be. Does that sound all right? So here we go, if we're ready for the video. And of course, you'll know the really cool thing when you see it. It's like really cool, like really cool. Really. house lights up a little bit? House lights up? That is cool news. It was so hard to keep that under my hat at Anthrocon. When the owners of Declaration Pictures said, yeah, we want to have this so you can put the Oculus system on, that I tried it for the first time here last year, and you can be in the world watching this series take place around you. I was like, you have got to be. Oh my God. That's like our collective wet dream. But the thing that sweetens the deal even more, but that's like, oh my God, you're kidding. Holy cow, I can't wait. Is that all of the assets that they have built, that they will be building for their series, will be available for inexpensive purchase to be used with DAZ 3D, a free 3D modeling package, which means you can do whatever you like with these. And use their... Just be sure and, make sure that I'm aware of all this stuff, because, Hey, I'm a girl, I like, strong tiger guys, big swords. So they're virtual action figures and virtual play sets. Take that for what it will. That's their wording, not mine. So thank you so much, Cheetah. Thank you.
You're very welcome. So yes, we all realize there will be porn made. Yeah, did you know sex is a crime? Oh, it's a misdemeanor. The more I miss it, the meaner I get.
Cheetah, that was
What?
bad. That joke was a crime to humanity.
I did everything. I had the glasses.
Get that guy.
What the hell is? What?
Give me that microphone.
What the heck?
Give me that. Stay right there. Get on your place. Sorry, dudes. We have to cut off this. Sorry, it doesn't work like that. Dispatch. We have a pun. I repeat, we have a pun. Please send an evacuation team immediately along with evidence extraction. Please come on here. I need an evidence extraction team. Stat. Come on up here, guys. Snag them, bag them, tag them. Get the civilians out of here.
Well, at least I still have my cupcake.
Oh yeah, right, give me that. That's evidence. I'm gonna get this.
Hey!
Yeah, back this.
Hey! I didn't do anything wrong!
Get it right behind there, we have to talk to him. Yeah, right. Clean this up real good here. Wonderful. I need 2 guards in the front. Cut this off here. We need to get this scene clean real quick. Yeah, we gotta talk.
Hey, by the way, Eurofurence 20 is hereby officially opened.
By the way, lucky, your luggage just arrived.
All right, everyone, show's over. Sorry for that. Enjoy your